Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our Madden modded series, playing as the Chicago Bears. It is week 2 into technically year 1 in 2025 after coming off a win in our previous game against the Steelers. Very hard running game that we had to do today. We're going to be taking on the Vikings. They're inactives for today in the on the IR, or at least injured. Ivan Pace Jr., Kai Blackman, and Jonah Coleman at halfback. How we're looking right now is 14th, 14 points. So again, we're gonna have to get those. That's pretty good for our defense. 20 points for the offense. This needs to be up if we're going to do anything. The biggest number here is the fact that our rushing yards only 86 in the ground, 2 giveaways and no takeaways. So we need to protect the football as we go into division play. Sam Darnold here going through. Let's look at the scouting, since a lot of their overview statistics, it's only week 1 at this point. The Packers are the only one that lost their game. So on the scouting portion, Sam Darnold's still their quarterback here in Minneapolis. Aaron Jones, Ty Chandler running out the running backs room, 17th in the league. The receivers, this is the best receiving core in the league. Justin Jefferson's, Jordan Addison, and Jalen Naylor winding out some pretty good guys, and well, we got to figure out a way to contain them. DJ Hawkinson and Austin Stockner will be the tight ends. On the line, 5th offensive line, and it shows in how many first round picks are on here, or at least top round picks in the first 2. Christian Darrisaw, Blake Randall, Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram, and Brian O'Neill will be their guys. When we go over to the defensive side of the football, 28th in the defensive line, so a little bit of turnover there. Remember, they're playing more of a 4-3, or no, a 3-4, actually, a 3-4 storm. So in that, pretty much we'll see a lot more of Patrick Jones and Charles Omenihu. For that, maybe a little bit of Harrison Phillips. Mostly what we're going to see, Jonathan Greenard on the left, Blake Cashman and Brian Ozema the second in the middle, and then Andrew Van Ginkel, who has actually had a pretty good year this year in real life, probably getting, I think he got the Pro Bowl nod at this point, but he's a very good player this year, as in real life 2 or 3 touchdowns. So he'll probably get the All-Pro nod as well. Over in the secondary, 28th in the league. A little bit of turnover. They've had the rookie Dalen Everett is their main star here. Jordan Lewis and Shaquille Griffin, the longtime veterans here, just trying to anchor the other positions so they can get something. I would assume that they're going to go probably corner in this draft. Cameron Bynum being the free safety, and the longtime stud on the back end, Harrison Smith, in his 14th year, still doing his good stuff. We'll see. Jordan Lewis, the kick returner. Will Richard is the kicker. The rookie James Burnip will be the defender. When we look at the depth chart here, McCarthy is still here, so that's there as well. Garrett Bradbury kind of in and out. Actually, he's playing at center. That's one thing. Just not a lot of depth behind, but pretty good. The O-line. When we come into the receiving core, not a lot of depth behind Jalen Naylor. And then same thing, Alexander Madison did return back to the offense. When we look at the defense itself, when we go into other corners, Aubrey Thomas and Emmanuel Forbes. So it's just a younger with a couple of vets when it comes to the secondary. So it's mainly an offensive team. Makes sense. Kevin O'Connell has won off his offenses, and Brian Flores has been able to turn great defensive, or at least mediocre defenses, into great defense using scheme and discipline. In their win against the Giants, in that game, it was all Shadir Sanders, not able to hold it down, only a $143 in the air. And just the biggest thing is, well, the Vikings passed their way and ran their way out of that with Chandler and Jones. So pretty good day. Let's get into this football game here. Hey guys, it is none other than Commentary Dark here. We are going to be getting into this Vikings game. My expectations is the Vikings is a high-powered offense. We have to figure out how to deal with that, but also we have to be efficient in this game. Sam Darnold, we're playing at Minneapolis now. We don't have the whole mechanic that's in NCAA, but it will be a bit difficult with this in Modded Madden. Week 2, having 2 division games in the first 3 weeks as we go to the Packers next week. But here we go, week 2, and here we go. Scott's going to take this about the 10, and he's going to be dragged down at the 28. Out comes Caleb Williams. Okay day last week. We were able to deal with that pass rush and that run defense that is the Steelers. We had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 272, still decently efficient game with 20 of 28. Williams having commit in motion. Play action to Swift, and immediately Blake Cashman comes in on that blitz, and Caleb goes down. Williams dropping back. Vikings send an extra man, and there's a little bit of a pick on our own players. Unfortunately, Williams. And it is Greenlaw off the edge getting a sack. So a 3 and out with 2 sacks. And we end up having to kick it back to Sam Darnold and the Vikings. He had 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but 270 yards in that win against the Sanders-led Giants, as we see a big run by Aaron Jones. Man in motion, another handoff here. Jones going to be stopped in the backfield by Dexter. Darnold. Looked like an offsides there by Taylor, but it's not called, as that one's a first down. Tackle by Baker. Another play action. Pressure's there. He throws, and Sam Darnold, inaccurate throw. Change on the defensive line as Billings comes in, and that's found over on the left side, making it a 3rd and short. Bears send an extra, and that's an open field tackle, and that's a good one. After the punt, we start our own 4. Looking to dump it off to Swift, trying to get a little bit of room here so Caleb isn't standing in the end zone. A little RPO, throw it out to Luther Burden. It does get a couple of yards there. Swift checks back in. Looking, Williams over the middle and just misses. That's not even a just miss. That's nowhere near more. You see Jones up the middle, moving around and getting a good gain of 7. Blitz by the Bears. That's over, and that hits Taylor in the back of the helmet. 3rd and 3. Blitz is there, and again it is Dexter with the stop. So 0-0 game still. As we have this, we go over, and that's a good play action. More coming across, and the grab first down. Pitch out to Swift, trying to get something, and this defense is just too fast for a pitch like that. Dropping back, and that's at the feet of Luther Burden. That has to be up, Caleb. Odunze in motion. Caleb looking. As time finds Burden this time, good throw, and that's going to be a first down. Showing a little bit of a screen. Williams looking, not able to get the ball away. It looked like Swift was just caught up in the line, and we could not throw it. Man in motion is Turpin. Williams looking, has a man, and just cannot get it up to Swift. 3rd and 21, trying to get something good. Greenlaw off the edge, and there it is again. We trapped the Vikings in the punt on the 4, but they get some room on this first pass on the right side for a gain of 9. Pressure is coming in on the blitz, and Aaron Jones taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3, a little bit of a defensive struggle, and that's going outside, and that one's going to be Byard with that stop. So punt back to Chicago. Good run by Swift on the outside, and that's a gain of 10. Williams drops back. Looking, pressure up the middle, gets there, and that's Campbell and Jonah Jackson giving up that pressure as Williams looking. As time's going to run out, doesn't see anything downfield, and that makes it a 3rd and 7. Empty backfield, looking, going over, and that's down to Seam, and Komet just hit hard and can't hold on to the football. Aaron Jones getting this handoff here. Starting from the 30, looks like the 20 actually. Handoff again. Aaron Jones on the outside. He has a hole. Sweat is in pursuit, but Byard slaves the tackle. That saves a touchdown, I should say. Man in motion, Justin Jefferson. Play action, Darnold going over to Hawkinson. That's going to be a gain of 6. Handoff to Aaron Jones. Has a block in front, but a good gap fill by Brisker. 3rd inches. Another RPO. This time, Aaron Jones has it easy with a good pancake on Billings. Handoff here in the backfield. It's going to be Taylor with the stop. 2nd and 13. Dexter with that tackle. 3rd and 8. Looking. Darnold has time. All the time in the world. Going to the end zone. It's a 50-50 ball, and I don't know what's going on there. Vincent Smith and I guess Jalen Johnson are playing patty cake back in the end zone. I don't know. Jalen Johnson does not turn around. Both feet are down in that catch. It's a 7-0 game. Williams dropping back. Has to roll out. No one's there. Throws it down into the dirt. 2nd and 10. Play action. Again, pressure. Jonah Jackson giving that up. 5 sacks already in this game. Empty set going. Another seam play, and that's Harrison Smith knocking it away. Handoff here to Aaron Jones on the outside. Big hit by Brisker, and that's a good gain of about 13. Going down to the 2-minute warning here. Darnold snapping the ball, looking. Has time, and pressure finally gets there, and he throws it out of bounds. Setting up the screen. The blocks downfield are good, and that is a 1st down for the Vikings. The drive is going after we hit the 2-minute warning. Going over the left side. That's a good catch and a 2nd and 1. They're allowing the clock to tick down here. Pressure by the Bears on a man coverage, and it's a one-handed grab. Jefferson out here showing it off for the 1st down. Darnold looking. Gonna dump this one off to Jones. He will have another easy 2nd and 4. Darnold looking. Gonna pass it off into the flat, and that is another 1st down. They do take a timeout with 37 seconds left. Hawkinson does find the out of bounds. 35 left. Bears send an extra, and that's Sam Darnold, and that's a big hit. That should have been a touchdown. Dropping back, looking, going into the flat, and knocked away by TJ Edwards. It's 4th and 1 here. Going over in, and that is a missed throw. Baker is there. 25 seconds left. Do we have something? Caleb gets it to a crossing more. He has some room on the outside and out of bounds. Luther Burden on the left side. We're looking at him. We don't see it. Looking down the field, not seeing anything. We're going to scramble for a gain of 6. Trying to get downfield here. We have time. Good rope to Odunze, and that's knocked away. Maybe a little bit of an arc in that. Maybe has a good play. You dump it off to Swift, and we're going to take a timeout here. 2 seconds left. Have a chance to get something deep. Will it matter? I don't know. Safety is not there. Odunze has to play the ball in the air, and he's taken down. And we're not able to get it downfield. So it's a 7-0 game going into the 2nd half. It's been a defensive struggle, and well, we have not been efficient on offense, and that's one thing we need to do in this one. A couple of scores around the league. The Commanders with Jaden Daniels beating the Lions, so maybe a little bit of a headache with Ben Johnson leaving the Lions. And in the Browns, you have Milroe against Quinn Ewers, and it is Jalen Milroe. It's 24-14. Having the Browns in the lead against the Jets. Returning back into the 3rd quarter. Going to start this off. Sam Darnold. The hitch route on the right side for 6. Play action. Pressure is there. Able to find his man. I don't know what Aaron Jones is doing there, but it's the 3rd and 1. He is in motion. Trying to get something going. And that is a blitz by Chicago that gets home thrown out of bounds. Caleb trying to tie this game. Going to hand it off to Swift. And this defense, while they're not the greatest defense, they have a lot of speed. Out to Swift. Swift taking the edge on the outside and for a 1st down. Roshan checks in, trying to get an outside one, not able to get a run. 2nd and 8. Moore in motion. Moving across, trying to go for more, and that is just underthrown. He has steps there. That has to be thrown over the top. It would have been a touchdown. All right, blitz by the defense there. Stops him at the line of scrimmage. Looking back, Darnold again under pressure, and we're not getting sacks, but the pressure is forcing Darnold to throw it out of bounds. 3rd and 10. There, setting up the screen on the outside, and Jones has all of these blocks, and he's going to get the first down. Just cannot get out the field on 3rd down. Setting up another screen here. Left side, it's the former and now 2nd-time Viking, Alexander Madison. Going to be a pass over to Hawkinson on a little bit of a whip route, and that's a first down. Actually, they're going to say he's short. 2nd inches, Aaron Jones will fight through an Edwards tackle for a first down. Trying to go up 2 scores is the Vikings. We're trying to prevent them, and that's Gordon and company stopping them at the 3. All right, actually at the 4. 2nd and 3 now. 3rd and 2 with that good stop. Pressure is there. Sam Darnold over the middle and finds his man on the slants. So it's 14-0. Turpin's going to take this up. We've had a little bit of help, and we're trying to break one here, but just the last 2 Vikings make the play. A good field position from the 44. Caleb dropping back, finds his man Romadunze for a gain of 6. Dropping back again. Good protection. That's a whip route going over the outside of Dunze again for a first down. Williams dropping back. Blitz is picked up, rolling out, finds Swift underneath. Swift, another first down. Van Ginkel with the tackle. Dropping back, a little bit of an exotic blitz there, more over the middle. That was wide open. And we are driving here. Caleb Williams dropping back, looking, rolling out to the right side, trying to find something. He's going to go out of bounds. A little bit of contact that we don't like to see, but it's fine. As we put this over, Swift, no one there, and he can beat the defender to the pylon. And Bynum does tackle him in the end zone, but that's a touchdown. Fairly efficient, that driver, moving the ball, and well, it worked. Handoff to Aaron Jones. We need to stop here to get back into this as we tick into the 4th quarter. Dropping back, Darnold looking, going over, and that's a deep stick route. What's the first down? With a man in motion in the backfield, Aaron Jones has the outside. TJ Edwards saving that one. Jones has 80 yards right now off 16 carries. Madison checks in. Madison is hit by Jalen Johnson. 3rd and 1. Pitch on the outside. As Rubin, Bear, just a lot of speed out there. Byron slows him down. It's 4th and 2. Dropping back, quick throw. Hawkinson beats Edwards, and it's a foot race. And it will be Brisker taking him down at the 5, 1st and goal. He hand off to Aaron Jones down to the 3. Aaron Jones is a tough back to deal with here. Darnold going over the middle, and it's Justin Jefferson finding a hole in this zone. It's 21-7. Clock's ticking down for the Bears as Williams going to be out here scrambling for 7. In a hurry up. Looking, Caleb out of the shotgun. Has time, going over the middle, and that's at Romadunze's feet. 3rd and 3. Drop back. There's a man over the middle. Good pancake there by Braxton Jones. Moore gets the first down. Williams dropping back, looking, has time, going over the middle, and that's a catch. A contested catch by Romadunze, but still a catch. Dropping back, Scott does check in. Looking, Williams finds a hole, and he's going to run for 10. 5 minutes left to play. Williams looking, has time, rolls out to his right, and he's going to throw that away. Smart play, no one is open. Quick look, going to give this quickly to Swift over the middle on an empty set. It's 3rd and 3. Down 2 scores. Caleb looking, he's going to run for the first down and slide. Still in the hurry up. 4:20 left. Williams, a whip route by Burden. He gets out of bounds at the 12. Empty set again. Williams, man in motion is Swift. Looking, has time. Looking, end zone, and that's at the feet of Cole Kmet. Williams looking On a slant route, Luther Burton left it wide open for the first down. First and goal from the 2. Looking, Caleb has time. He's going to rush it out. Beats the defenders to the front pylon, and that is a touchdown. Caleb Williams out here still trying to get us going and get his first comeback victory, or at least a tie. And this one, we stop him on that first run. But Aaron Jones, he has nothing but room and nothing but green grass. He's taken down by Jones after a gain of 17. Clock is ticking. We blitz him here, and it's the linebackers Sanborn and Edwards with that stop. Madison just runs by Byard, and Byard does not contain the hole. He was the one that was supposed to be the run fill there. He goes on the outside instead of the inside. It's Alexander Madison with a big touchdown. Hopes are not great for the Bears as it goes out to Luther Burton. It will be reviewed, and that is coming back, so it's not a catch. Williams looking around, has time, and that's thrown between 2 guys. I don't know, miscommunication with Cole Kmet. Van Ginkel goes down. He's going to go in the locker room, so that's a long-term injury likely. For at least a couple of weeks for the Vikings, which could be a bit of impact, as this is given to Madison up the middle. Again, another Madison handoff, and he is trying to get this first down to seal the game. Pitch out. Has time and room and space on the outside, and that will be your ball game after the first down. Bears fall to the Vikings 28-14. Just not able to convert enough when we needed to. Just was not there on the offense. We were able to move the ball when we needed to. Issue was we needed to move the ball a lot more. Run game is not there. We've not been able to get it done. Maybe it's time for Jade Knott. We could think about dealing Swift. I think real life wise, this would be when you would deal Swift in the first place between this year and next, because the contract has an out. It doesn't exist in Madden itself, but we're still going to role play it. We'll just eat the money from there. So that's going to be it for commentary on me. Let's turn it over to Stat Dark, and here we go. All right, not a good game today. Unfortunately, giving up 2 interceptions. One was pretty bad. The other one just did not get enough air up over it. Sam Darnold, 3 touchdowns, 21 of 29, very efficient. Just was not a good day for us. On defense, though, we gave up about 200 yards. Actually, not 200 yards, about 180 or so yards on the ground. Luck forward to Aaron Jones, Madison. I think it was the second coming of Alexander Madison today. A touchdown, breaking tackles out there. We could not get the run game going. In the receiving game, we weren't beat up a lot. It was just the big plays on third down, not being able to get off the field. Then the Vincent Smith touchdown grab just is killer with that one. For us, though, I thought we were decently efficient. Swift with 6 catches, 4 for Dunze, 4 for Moore, 4 for Burden. We just could not get this offense going. Blocking, Will Campbell gave up 2 sacks. Yeah, that's not great. Jonah Jackson did give up 1 as well. On the Vikings side, still no sacks for us, which is kind of crazy. On defense, Vikings just all over. We couldn't run the football. They were able to get some sacks while we were down because we were throwing the ball a lot. Brian Osma is just a very good speed guy. Dylan Everett with 2 interceptions today, trying to bully the rookie, and there was nothing going on there. Yeah, he was just bullying us instead. Baker and Edwards, 2 good days. The TFLs are there for Brisker, just trying to hone in on the run game. The issue is knocking to the quarterback. St. Jude's took a knock. He will be out for multiple weeks. Pass defenses, Darnell Taylor hit him right in the back. The issue was just trying to get this team actually going. Here we go. The week 2 recap going in this one. Giants beat the Chargers. Jair Sanders gets his first NFL win, 26-22. Bills over the Patriots to move to 2-0. Falcons moved to 2-0, 24-19 over the 0-2 Seahawks. Cardinals moved to 1-1 over the Texans. Jaguars 2-0 in Jacksonville 26-20. Browns beating the Jets. Jets another 0-2 start, this time with Quinn Ewers. Broncos just better the Raiders 31-7. Commanders 38-14 over the Lions. Saw that by halftime. I think that was an early game. Kind of a shocker there, Detroit, but that offense is just not clicking right now. Chiefs 3-point win over the Cowboys, moving to 2-0. Ravens 7-point win over the Bengals. 49ers beating the Colts down 4-14. Eagles moved to 1-1 over the 0-2 Green Bay Packers. Panthers this is a 2-0 start, and that's a shocker compared to the 0-2 start of the Dolphins. Panthers been at 25-22. Steelers 33-14 over the Rams, moved to 1-1, and the Bucks win a defensive beatdown, or a defensive showdown, I should say. 1-1 for the Bucks against the 0-2 Saints. They win by 7-0. Impact performers. Biggest one I see here, Quinn Ewers, 421 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Having to try to get that win. As for anyone else looking for any big plays, Isaiah Pacheco with a $139 off 19 carries, 2 touchdowns. Henry doing Derrick Henry stuff, $136. Here's one, Jackson Smith-Njigba, 9 receptions, $129, 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, similar, 10 receptions, 124 and a touchdown. Devontae Adams from Quentin Ewers, wow, 11 receptions, $137 and 2 touchdowns. And then Higgins, look at this game by T. Higgins, 14 receptions, $178 and 2 touchdowns. That is insane. That is crazy. Deshaun Watson now with the Steelers with 20 of 28 in the surprise performance, 219, 3 touchdowns. Will Levis, decent game, protecting the football. Michael Penix out here, not a lot of yards, but does have 2 touchdowns. For the top rookies, Quentin Ewers, we saw that one. Jalen Monroe, 19 of 33, 183, 2 touchdowns. Nothing crazy. Dylan Everett, we gave him quite a day here when he played us. Weekly leaders, if you want to see them, nothing crazy at this point. And in the injury report, we lost Benjamin St. Juice with an upper arm fracture. He'll be back around week 6. Von Miller has a foot fracture, minor, just a little hairline fracture. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. The biggest one that I've seen this year, Ed Oliver with a torn rotator cuff. He is going to be out for the remainder of the season for the Bills, so they're going to have to figure out what to do there. James Cook also goes down with an abdominal tear. He'll be back. He'll be out for about 5 weeks. Buda Baker, dislocated ankle. I'm seeing a lot of guys that are 60 and 70 overall. Here's one with that big game. Isaiah Pacheco goes down with a hamstring tear. He'll be back by week 9, so it's not as severe as they initially thought. Penix has a foot fracture, so he's going to be out, which is why he didn't have the greatest game. Nick Chubb has a complete ACL tear. He will be out. He is their second, not really a change of pace from Saquon Barkley, but their second back there, and he will be out there. But Saquon does take the load. Javon Holland, who re-signed with the Dolphins, he's going to be out, missing some time. And I did move down the injury slider by 5. Tyler Nubin does have a compound foot fracture. He'll be out for the season. As we go down, nothing. Here's another one. Akello Witherspoon is out with a torn rotator cuff. He'll be out for the season. And Breece Hall, he's a fractured elbow, takes a helmet to the elbow, and he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. Nothing entirely insane. I probably need to move the injury slider down even more than I already have at this point. We ran the injured reserve fix with that. I'm not sure if that's going to put it's not going to put St. Just on, because he's going to be out for 3 weeks, so he will be back this upcoming week. We host the Packers in this one. It's going to be an interesting lineup of players. They're going to be without Josh Jacobs, Carlton Davis, who was their free agent acquisition this past year, I think. Kenneth Gainwell, another free agent acquisition, and Devontae Wyatt. We're going to be without St. Juste, Atwell, Harry Barnes, and Terrell Smith. They're 0-2. We are still obviously in this bit. The Vikings, the only 2-0 team in a division. Any shockers for 0-2 teams to start out with? Not really. Oh, the Texans starting 0-2 is a shocker there. So there are a few in that one, and the Green Bay Packers. Otherwise, let's see if we have any big teams. So as for our rank, we are down in 24th. We fall in the power rankings. Offensively, ranked 26, not great. Defensively, we fall down to 12. Not the best game offensively, and defensively, we still do not have a lot of sacks or takeaways at this point. So it's going to be a lot of things. A little bit of preview for the scouting report. And we're not going to go through the positions, just what we're seeing here. The offensive side of the football, we're playing a team that's 29th in points, 31 in total yards. So it should be an easy day in many aspects when it comes to defending against this offense. Defensively, the Packers been pretty good in the pass game. Rushing game, they've given up a lot of rush yards, and they are pretty decent in the takeaway position. So we have to protect the football and run the ball against what is the worst rush defense in the league. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.